Here is what I...
Oh, shit.
Screwed up this week.
Now, I'm only going to talk about two big ones here. Another one, if we have time in the after show, I'll get into. But so this desktop, all right, so the way this thing is, the legs that I bought are only 28 inches high. I didn't even think to ask if I could have them made taller. So 28 inches tall with a 4-inch apron doesn't really give you a lot of leg room. And it doesn't make the top that high either. So at the top of the legs, there's a mitered 1-inch thick frame that overhangs the legs that has a double bead on it. And then on top of that is an 1.125 inch and 3/16 inch thick top that has, I don't even know what you call it. It's an under bevel, but it's a round over. So it's like an under over.
Okay.
But it's not a full round over. It still leaves like a 3/16 shoulder all the way around, flat spot all the way around, and then rounds under. I used a 7/8 inch bit, so it's not like a full round over. It's kind of like just it starts. All right. Now I did a test on the router table, got it all set up because the way it can't hang over too much because then it looks stupid. It already looks a little silly because the frame is overhanging the legs and then the top is overhanging that. So it's like a stair step effect happening. So it needed to, like, right where that flat spot starts on the underside of the top is where the bead needs to meet that from the subframe underneath it. So it was basically 5/8 of an inch all the way around is where that round over or round under needed to stop. So I tested it all on the router table, got it exact where I wanted it. Now I couldn't do it on the router table because I had a 6 foot by 3 foot mitered frame that I couldn't wield that on the router table. Certainly no room. So I took my sample piece and I put it down on my router and adjusted the height and changed the turret on the Festool router there. So I knew that I would just keep going down a little bit and a little bit until I hit that final point. I know that'd be my exact whatever. So I make 2 passes around, third pass, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, it looks a little like too far. But I mean, I checked it with the sample piece, should be good. Do one final pass, and because that produces like dust and chips everywhere, we'll let that settle down. And I look, and it's now a complete round over.
Oh, boy.
It's a complete 7/8 round over. So start freaking out. I'm like, wait, you know what? It might be okay. Let's put it on top of the beaded subframe. And no, I mean, it was basically like a V. Like the round over came in, and then the bead started like way back. It was such a noticeable shadow line gap, like it's completely wrong. Now, bear in mind, I have no more. This is like the nicest riff song, like Red Oak ever. Like there's no more. This top is glued up. It's cut out for the access panels in the back that flip up. Like there's nothing to do here to fix this. So after possibly my biggest meltdown ever, this was like Sunday morning, and I'm like, 15, 17-hour days beyond tired. So I'm looking at it, trying to think rationally. I took my sample piece and I put it on a sample piece of the beaded molding. And I was like, you know what? If I actually remove a 1/16 of an inch thickness from the bottom of this thing, that creates a wider, bigger flat spot on the underside of the table where now it will sit where it needs to be. It'll make the top a little thinner, which I wasn't too happy about because
How thick was the top?
It's like 1 inch and 3/16, inch and an eighth, which sounds thick, but when you do that under bevel, it softens it. It makes it look thinner.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is the only possible solution that you can do. So fortunately, my buddy Tim down at True Trade Carpentry has a 36-inch time saver. So I call him, and this was Sunday morning. He's like, yeah, I'll be in the shop first thing tomorrow morning. Bring it down. We'll take care of it. So brought it in there, a few passes through, took like a 16th off, brought it home, and everything like lined up perfect. All right, crisis averted on that one. But again, time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of time spent there trying to figure out the meltdown, like all of it.
Years off your
Driving
life
there
and stress and anxiety.
So many years.
Shop Sounds Podcast, a woodworking podcast about nothing.